Yeah, that if hopefully they can make a decent slice of pizza.
Well, I was thinking of getting like other stuff. And they have
Yeah,
salads.
cool. Check this little thing out. I don't know what that big gear is for here. What does that do? Is that for starting it up somehow?
Is that like a battery?
I don't know. Or he used it like a spacer, maybe. Indian racer. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good plan. We're trying to get some food. It's getting to be like lunchtime. Well, here's the deal. They took a lunch break. That's a good setup right there. A van. Here's a van camper. It's like one thing. Then you don't have to tow a trailer. Cool.
Something went free. Yeah.
That's I was saying Sarasota Tim should get one of those a camper that's like a van with the camper on it.
That looks gorgeous.
Yeah, instead of a separate truck, you just drive your truck with the camper, and that one even has extensions. This thing's cool. This is newer stuff. This is definitely not the vintage. This is the newer stuff.
I want to show you something old.
Ah.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
Even though I see it all the time, I'm still amazed. I like my little inverter I put in. Let me show you this, guy. I got an inverter in my battery truck.
It's a 1912 Indian board racer.
Oh, wow.
That's old.
Yeah, this is really cool. Look at that. It's probably... Well, it has valves. Is it 2-stroke or 4? 4-stroke? There's one valve, it looks like, for exhaust there. It might have a spring-loaded intake.
Wow. Isn't that cool?
It might be a 4-stroke with that valve
Hey, honey, what's that?
train.
Four-stroke or two-stroke?
That's 4-stroke. Believe it or not, you got that tank, that long tank is
Yeah.
the fuel tank, or the oil tank, I mean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you pump the oil.
Okay.
Yeah, you hand pump the oil, it goes into the base and then miss the pistons. And then it's a one-way loss system, so it comes back through the, when they were riding it, they had leather chaps on.
Yeah.
So when they would go around the track and they'd look down at their chap, and that's why the exhaust is right here. So they look down their chap, and if they didn't see any oil dripping down, then they know it was time to do the hand pump again. Which is
Oh,
right here.
wow.
Wow.
So they were riding these
That's crazy.
97 miles an hour on a bank. It's a 60-degree bank, and one speed. It's either full throttle or off throttle. That's it. That's all they
Oh,
had.
wow.
There's no medium.
Wow.
So
Either
they
full on or full off.
they have to keep pulsing it to get it
Yeah.
going or
So
slow
they had to
down.
let go of they had to let go of and pump.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So matter of fact,
Wow.
And it was 6-degree banks. There's their actual picture.
Oh, cool.
And all the spectators were up on top, made out of wood that was sat outside. So after a while, all that wood was rough.
And then what about the oil going on the wood? Would that
Yeah.
make it like super slippery?
Sure. Yeah, that's.
Wow.
This was the most popular sport back in the 1912. And this guy here, he was a professional racer, Stanley Cornell from Canton, New York, on the exact same kind of bike.
Wow.
Yeah, single.
These could get up near 100
Yep.
miles an hour.
Yeah, their top speed was about 97.
Wow. That
There's another picture.
I could only imagine how that would feel.
These were the top racers of the day.
Without
And-
even helmets on. They had
Yeah,
like
they had
leather
no
coats,
helmets.
just leather.
And he died. He died in a race. He died in a race. He died in a race. There's a.
Oh,
and I wanna
man.
say he died and he died. So these are the top, like your top football players of today.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, 3 years later, 25% of them are dead. You
That's
imagine
insane.
that? It's insane.
That's insane how well, there was always opportunity for new drivers, I guess, to get
Yeah,
into
they can work their way
to
up.
get it to the field. That's amazing.
So I'll have this out and running at Tower Hill tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see what happens if we get up there.
Yeah. Well, take care, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much for showing that.
Sharing.
Yeah, no worries. I saw you on your video. I thought, oh, he needs to see this.
Yeah. Are you guys from Florida?
Yes.
Oh, I see the Florida plates. What town in Florida?
Near Ocala?
Okay, that's over in the kind of the middle of Florida,
Yep,
over by
Central
Orlando area.
We're an hour
somewhere
north from
An hour north.
north of that. Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah.
I have friends down in like Boynton Beach, Boca
Okay.
Raton,
Yeah.
South Florida
South
area.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good area though.
yeah, I like Florida. It's one of my favorite states.
We like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying to my girlfriend, I like New Hampshire. This would be like my home state if it was like this all year round. But this place, my sister lives up here in the winter time, forget it.
Yeah,
We
It's
know.
snow, so icy and snowy and cold.
We're from 6 miles originally, from 6 miles from Canada. Way,
Oh,
way
wow.
upstate New York. Yeah, we know
tough.
the cold.
It's too much. I don't like the
Yeah.
the cold. I'd rather have the hot. At least you don't have to worry about snow and stuff.
Exactly.
It's a lot of
You?
upkeep.
Take care, guys.
All right, see you later. Thank you. Let's see what else they got here over here. That was really cool. There's those tire heaters. I can't believe that makes that big a difference. And well, it grips better if the rubber gets softer as it's heated up, and when you drive it, they get hot when you drive them. So originally they would go around the track a few times to warm the tire. This way, maybe they're not allowed to like go around the track to start with. Look at these little things here. This is some vintage right here. I like that tank. That looks really cool. They're called cafe racers, this style. And the reason they're called cafe racers, I'm going to tell you about it because you don't know. They had a show on TV that was really cool about cafe racers. They would take, originally these bikes, like this Honda didn't come this way. There was a regular fender back here. It had like different handlebars that were up higher, maybe a windshield on it. What they did is, and a bigger seat that went up a lot higher. What they do is they strip it down and they put on just the smallest little seat with one of these arrow ends to it. There's really no back fender practically. And they lower it down. They get rid of anything sticking up. They put performance exhaust. And these were popular in England. They started doing this back in like the 50s, I think, or 60s. And they would go from one cafe to the next, like motorcycle clubs. So that's why they were called cafe racers. This is probably two-stroke here. Oh, that's a two-stroke. Nice. That's a two-stroke right there. You see the smoke coming out of it? And you know that sound it makes, the different sound?
Yeah.
That's because when it slows down, it's going at 4 strokes and it dumps some raw fuel out the exhaust. That's why they don't like the 2 strokes for emissions. And then when he puts it under load,
Oh, he's coming back.
you hear how smooth that is when it's under load? It's like, rain. That's 4-stroking right now. You hear that? That's 4-stroke. Now it went to 2-stroke. You hear when he speeds it up? Oh, wow. Look at that bike. Yeah, I love those 2-strokes because they make a lot of power. They're almost like a 2-cylinder when they're running in 2-stroke mode because it fires every revolution. We're going to check these out. I'm going to do it in a different segment here.